Hey guys, so before the video starts, I just kind of wanted to preface it a little bit. I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't. This video kind of got away from me. It was supposed to be a pregnancy must-have video, but it's also a first trimester recap, and part of my first trimester was getting over the shock of this pregnancy. Getting pregnant at 3 months postpartum, I was prepared for some comments, and I'm okay with comments. I can just rub them off and whatever. It doesn't bother me. What I was not prepared for, however, was my midwife asking me the question that I'm going to talk about later. You're going to see it makes me very emotional. I have certain beliefs, and I share those beliefs. I hope that can be respected by people who watch this video, and I understand that other people have different beliefs too. Hi. But I was so emotional that I feel like I didn't get to say a lot of things that I wanted to, and I just want to say that when someone's going through a surprise pregnancy, I feel like healthcare providers should be supportive, encouraging, and offer words of kindness, and I just feel like I didn't get that. And it can be hard when you're already feeling certain emotions to be asked these questions. It can make you feel worse, and I just makes me sad. So here we go. I'll stop talking now, but let's watch. Welcome back to our channel. I'm so excited to start this new series about my pregnancy and just doing pregnancy updates. I'm just really excited to have these to look back on, and maybe they can help someone else too. I'll be doing pregnancy must-have videos, pregnancy updates, and I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be great. Both girls are napping right now, and Joshua went to IKEA to get our new bed. I figured this would be the best time to make a video because it's quiet in here, which rarely happens. I'm just hanging out in the playroom, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite rooms in the house because it's the one that is like getting decorated first. So I'm enjoying it. We're still loving our new house. It's been about 2 months now since we moved in. So anyway, back to the pregnancy. I figured I'd make this video just a recap of the first trimester. I will be 14 weeks tomorrow, so I am in the second trimester now. I'm only 6 months postpartum. I feel like I'm like permanently pregnant. Is that a thing? Perma-pregnant? Honestly, I had a really good first trimester. I would say the biggest thing in the first trimester for me was just getting used to the idea of being pregnant again, because I was literally just pregnant, and I'm like, okay, here we go again. But physically, I felt really good. I had about a week there where I was fatigued, a little bit nauseous, but I mean, a week isn't bad. I'm so thankful, because I don't know how I would survive if I was like severely, like with the girls, I had to take a nap every day. I had to take a nap. So if you don't know, my previous 2 pregnancies were girl and this one's boy. So I'm kind of interested to see like how this one's going to be different. But my past 2 pregnancies were very, very similar. And this one so far is similar too. I would say it's just a little more mild. Like I said, I haven't had too much nausea. I didn't have too much nausea with the girls either, except in the morning when I would brush my teeth, like that would always make me gag. Sometimes throw up, but pretty much always gag. I have not had that this time, which is really nice. For that week where I was, like, I would find that if I got too hungry, like if I didn't eat right away, I would get nauseous, like, okay, I need to eat. And then the best thing that always made me feel better was carbs. And I would also just sniff like some peppermint essential oil, and that would be like really calming for my body and make it feel better. Peppermint gum was helpful. And what else? Oh, all 3 pregnancies now I've gotten like mild headaches. This time I got like 1 major migraine. That was not fun at all. But other than that, I just get like dull headaches that are like really annoying and just kind of like always there. I'll use lavender essential oil, put it on my temples. I find that if I like rub my hands right here, that kind of helps. I don't know if there's like a pressure point there or something. I feel like somebody told me that one time, and I've just kind of done it whenever I get a headache, and it helps. And I feel like when I got my migraine, this was like so tight, and I just like rubbed it out. It felt so much better. I tried a new spray tan last night. It clearly didn't go well on my hands. So yeah, physically, it hasn't been bad. I've had a little bit more aches and cramps, round ligament pains already. I think my body just really remembers and is ready to just grow. I've been taking Epsom salt baths to help with that, and just baths. I love baths, especially while pregnant. My biggest physical symptom has been my drop in milk supply, which I've talked about, so sorry if you're sick of hearing about it. But I have found some things that have helped, and the biggest thing is just making sure to stay hydrated. I have this big cup with a straw. I'll link it below. But I find that I drink the most if I have like readily available, just like a big tumbler with a straw. I like drinking out of straw. I just always have that filled. It's easy to clean, and yeah, I love it. So I always need to make sure to stay hydrated and that I'm eating enough calories. That one's hard for me just because I get so busy, but I try to make, I make like a batch of oatmeal for the week, in the beginning of the week, and it's steel cut oatmeal, and that's supposed to help with milk supply. So I make that, and then I just eat it for breakfast throughout the week. I've been eating lactation cookies. There's no supplements that I've found that are safe while pregnant, so I haven't been taking any supplements, but trying to make sure I get enough calories. I've also been doing, what's it called? Like something carnation, breakfast essential things, mixes, just to get some extra calories and protein in. And I've actually noticed that that kind of does help with my milk supply. But I have been supplementing with about 12 ounces a day, and that's okay. Violet is good about taking the bottle, and it allows for Joshua to be more helpful with feedings, and that's really nice too. And I was emotional about it at first, but you know, because I've always nursed, I've never used formula, which I have nothing against formula, but I just love nursing so much. And actually, this was a symptom even before I tested. I didn't have any inclination that I could be pregnant because of it, because this was just so not on my radar. But I've been having supply issues for a while now, and then when I found out I was pregnant, it's like, oh, that makes sense. Because when I got pregnant with Violet, while I was nursing Vera, I noticed a dip in my supply as well. And Vera was 11 months when I got pregnant with Violet, and we ended up she just naturally weaned at around 16 months because my supply was like pretty much gone, and I was okay with weaning her because she was a little bit older. But with Violet being so little, I wanted to nurse her just as long, if not longer, but we'll see. So I'm hoping to be tandem nursing these babies, but you just never know. I'm just going with the flow with what happens, so we shall see. So that's my biggest physical symptom. My bump is coming along quickly. I feel like it never left. I feel like I've just had it since Violet, and it's here to stay because, like I said, I'm perma-pregnant. I mean, that's a little bump. Like, what? I'm only 14 weeks tomorrow. Whatever. I'm pretty sure only like that much of that is baby, but it's cool. It's cool. I'm not mad about it. So because my bump is coming along so quickly, I have already been wearing maternity jeans and leggings, which is, I don't know. I don't want to say it's ridiculous because it's not, but I was able to get so far along without breaking out the maternity clothes with Vera and Violet. But I just can't compare it. This is just where I'm at right now and what I gotta do. And I've just been living in comfy clothes. I just ordered some Zella maternity leggings, which I love Zella leggings in general. I've been living in the regular ones for weeks now. So I'm excited to try the maternity ones. The bummer is they only come in capri length, which I do like longer leggings, but I'll link those below. I'm excited to try. I'll let you know how they are. Other leggings I've been wearing are Target brand, like Liz Maternity or something like that from Target. I prefer panel rather than under the belly. That's more comfortable for me. And I think I'll do like a maternity try-on video, so you guys can see how the maternity clothes that I've gotten fit, and then you can get a better idea of what I'm working with. Probably my other biggest, I wouldn't even call it a symptom, but just like getting used to the idea of being, like I said, pregnant again. And I would be lying if I said I was excited right away. It took me a minute to get used to the idea, get excited for the idea. I've been very open about the fact that this was a surprise We did not plan it. And I will say, if you've ever been through a surprise pregnancy, you know, and you've had planned pregnancies, you just know it's a little different. And both the girls we were planning, they were more planned. And I've always thought of myself as, you know, a person who trusts God's timing and is okay with what He wants for my life and is open to whatever He has planned. And this has been a real wake-up call for me, because at first I honestly was not, and it's gonna make me cry thinking that I felt these emotions, but I was not excited. Just, there were days where I felt like 2 was enough, because it's a lot of work, babies are. And so getting the news at first was overwhelming, even though, you know, we always have said that we wanted 3 or 4, but honestly, you know, you have those hard days where it's like, oh my gosh, two is a lot. So just wrapping my head around that, getting used to that idea, and then feeling guilty about feeling the feelings that I did about not being excited for this baby. Sorry. Because I am so excited now, but if I'm being real and honest, I wasn't at first. So I found out that I was pregnant around 6 weeks, and a little bit after that is when I had my first appointment. They saw me pretty early, since I was only about 4 months postpartum when I found out. I think I need to get some tissue. So I went and saw the midwife that I had for both girls, and this, I'm like not meaning to make a depressing video right now, but my first appointment didn't go how I would have liked. So the nurse pulled me back, and it was the same nurse that I had both pregnant, or with Violet. I didn't have this nurse with Vera, and she is the nicest person. She's so cheery, and it's always so fun to see her, but she calls me back. I don't know why this is making me cry so much. So anyway, she calls me back, and she just like looks real somber and like isn't her normal cheery self. And she was like, you know, we made a joke about me being there. I was like, I guess I just can't stay out of this place. You can't keep me out. And she was like, yeah, I was thinking about you earlier in the week when I was pulling your chart. And she was like, oh, I just kept thinking this could not have happened to a nicer person. And I know, because she's such a nice person, I know she was meaning well with her words. And I know that she was trying to be comforting, because she knew that this was a surprise for me. But her words really rubbed me the wrong way, because the way that she said it, this could not have happened to a nicer person. It made it sound like I just got diagnosed with cancer or something, not pregnant with my 3rd baby that I wanted. It's just sooner than I thought. I didn't know what to say. I just kind of shook it off. And the whole time she's acting like it's this real sad thing. And so then I go back to see my midwife, who I had both pregnancies, and she delivered Vera. I love her. She is just so good at what she does and so passionate about it. And we're just talking, and I had expressed what a surprise it was, but you know, we're feeling more excited every day and really looking forward to it. We wanted more babies. You know, it's gonna be okay. With 3 under 3 is gonna be hard, but we can do it. And then she said to me, she said, I have to ask you, because I need you to know that you have options. She said, do you want to continue with this pregnancy, or would you wish to terminate it? And that just made me feel so guilty and so wrong for all the feelings that I had been feeling, because it just made me feel like, what could I have possibly said to make this woman think that I wish this pregnancy away, or that I would wish to terminate this little baby's life. And she knows my beliefs, but she said I have to ask. So that makes me think that by law she has to ask. I don't know if there's a law that says that or not, but that's just what it made me feel like. It did not make me feel good. It made me feel very uncomfortable. It broke my heart, because God has given us this baby, And of course, it's a blessing, and I'm so thrilled and so thankful. But that just completely made me feel wrong. I was asked that because this was not a convenient time for us to have a baby. Because this was not convenient for us, I was asked if I wanted to end this baby's life. But I wish that there were different words that healthcare providers could give to people who are going through surprise pregnancies or unexpected pregnancies, because it was not comforting. It made me feel very guilty, and it broke my heart. I'm strong in my convictions, and I would never, for me personally, I would never terminate a pregnancy. And I think that God, He formed us, He planned us, He, you know, doesn't want that to happen. Moments later, I went to the ultrasound room to get a dating scan, and this little baby growing inside me at 6 weeks had a heartbeat of 123. I got to see it, I got to watch it, and it just breaks my heart. I did not mean for this video to be all about that, but as you can see, my emotions kind of took over. Babies are a blessing. I'm just so blessed and thankful, and that did not make me feel good. I will just pray. I don't know what else I can do. I just pray for the woman that goes into the office next who's going through a surprise pregnancy and is asked that and considers taking her up on that option and maybe will regret it later. It just breaks my heart for these little babies who don't have a choice. Look who woke up and wanted to be my helper. She must have known I was crying and needed a little cheering up. A little cheering up. Yeah, she's so cute. She's so cute. At the risk of getting all emotional again, I've talked to some people who have said that they were asked that with every pregnancy. I was not asked that question. Yeah, I was not asked that question with my girls. So that's why it was such a shock for me to be asked that, and then just with the feelings that I was already feeling, it just was not, I don't want to be asked that, and I don't know how other people feel about it. I don't think it should be a question that is asked. And I know there's going to be people who say that women need to know that they have options. And I just don't think that should be one of the options. That's just my own personal belief. I just can't believe we live in a world where it's okay to terminate a pregnancy due to inconvenience. That's all I'm going to say. I'm done. Let's move on. First trimester has been really easy, and I'm so thankful for that. The weird part with food and nausea is like, something will sound so good and it will taste so good, and I'll eat like 500 pounds of it, and then I'll see it in the fridge and I'm like, oh, it looks disgusting, like the next day, and I'm like, how could I have eaten that? That looks so gross. Just like with anything. It's so weird. So I'm thankful to have had mild symptoms. I'm thankful to be feeling much better about this pregnancy and to, you know, see it for the blessing that it is, albeit a surprise, but it is a major blessing, and we are just so thrilled and so thankful for all that God has given us, and He always provides, and we are just so thankful for our God who sees us, who knows us, who formed us, who loves us unconditionally, and we'll just lean on Him when times get hard, when I feel sad, when my midwife makes me sad. I'll just go to Him, pray to Him, thank Him, and dance with my baby. Dance with my baby. So thanks so much for watching. This video got a little away from me, but I hope that you got a good glimpse into my pregnancy must-haves and how this trimester went for me. And I'll see you in a couple months for a second trimester update. Oh, you're funny. You're a funny girl. Say like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We'll see you later. We'll see you later.